Hi! In this video, I'll share some tips for making great video interviews. I'm going to walk you through some decisions that you can make to improve the quality of your sound and image. That way viewers will focus on your story and won't get distracted by the production quality. You can find technical information about how we made this video in the description below. Okay, let's get started. Imagine you want to interview a local author in your public library. Let's start with what we have available. Put your smartphone on a stand, press record, and here's what we get.
I'm Sarah Bradley, and I'm a writer and a creative writing instructor. I teach fiction, poetry, and memoir to students in Connecticut.
It's a good start, but it doesn't sound so great. Let's try to improve things. First, let's use a lapel microphone.
My name is Sarah Bradley. I'm a writer and a creative writing instructor. I teach fiction, poetry, and memoir to students in Connecticut.
Okay, it sounds better now, but the image could be nicer. We took some test photos around the library trying to find the best shot. Putting the subject against the wall resulted in a boring image with a distracting shadow. We don't want the subject backlit. We found some artwork on the wall, but the resulting image became distracting. This location resulted in a boring image with a lot of empty space. We liked the image here, but the space was too echoey. Putting the subject directly under the light resulted in an unflattering and top-lit image. This was our favorite shot, with the subject side-lit from a window, but one side of her face was still too dark with the other side too bright. So we fixed that with an LED light. Most of the time you can make your shot work with just a window and a single light. Okay, this looks good, but the background detail is competing with the subject. I want that blurry background look, so I'll say goodbye to my smartphone and pick up a camera with a fast lens. Let's see the result. Okay, with the background now blurred out, the focus is on the subject. Before running the interview, you want to listen out for any other sounds in the environment. Turn off refrigerators and heaters and ask your subject to take off anything that jingles. To help your subject relax and loosen up, you'll want to start off with some chatting before running the camera. Tell your subject to look at the interviewer who stands next to the camera and not into the lens or at somebody else in the room. Ask open-ended questions. This will mean answers in full sentences, which are much easier to edit.
Okay, so tell me about your favorite workshop to teach.
So my favorite workshop to teach is short fiction. It's very challenging for students, but it's also very rewarding for them once they really learn how to crack the code and write really well, good short stories.
Our subject made a mistake in her answer that we want to remove. Take some footage of your subject's hands, which will give us extra options when covering the cuts. First, let's cut out the mistake.
So my favorite workshop to teach is short fiction. It's very challenging for students, but it's also very rewarding for them once they really learn how to crack the code and write really well, good short stories.
And then use the hands shot to cover the edit.
So my favorite workshop to teach is short fiction. It's very challenging for students, but it's also very rewarding for them once they really learn how to crack the code and write really well, good short stories.
Finally, you may want to give your interview a certain look. For example, bright colors, washed out, cold, or mysterious. We went with this color grade. And that's it! If you want more information on our video training course, check out the link in the description below.